Welcome, everyone, to our session today. We will be exploring Chapter 2 of our Business Research Methods course. Our focus is on the roles of information systems and knowledge management in business research. We aim to understand how organizations turn facts into useful insights. These insights are important for guiding strategic decisions and fostering growth. To begin, we will build an understanding of data and information. Following this, we will examine the systems organizations use to manage their collective intelligence. By the end of this chapter, you should have a clear understanding of several key concepts. You will be able to distinguish between data, information, and intelligence. We will discuss the 4 main characteristics of valuable data. You will also know the purpose of research in supporting business operations. Furthermore, you will understand what a decision support system is and what it does. Finally, we will cover the major categories of databases. Let's consider UPS as an example to start our discussion. UPS is a large package delivery company worldwide. Its success relies on gathering and managing a vast amount of data. The company uses an integrated data system for all its services. A key technology incorporated is telemetrics. This combines GPS data with specific package details. This integration helps UPS achieve high operational efficiency and provide real-time tracking. It shows how raw location data becomes valuable logistical information. Now, let's define the core terms for this chapter. First, data refers to raw facts or recorded measures of phenomena. Next, information is data formatted to support decision-making or define relationships. Market intelligence is a refined subset of data and information that helps explain things for effective decisions. It is helpful to imagine a funnel. We start with a vast quantity of raw data. This data is processed into information. Finally, that information is refined into actionable intelligence. This exhibit clearly illustrates the hierarchy among data, information, and intelligence. At the base, you'll find a large collection of raw data. This raw data is then analyzed and organized, transforming into information. Information is more structured and useful. At the top, we find intelligence. It's important to understand that not all information has the same value. For information to be truly valuable for decision-making, it needs to show 4 key characteristics. First, relevance means the information must directly relate to the situation at hand. Second, quality refers to how accurately the data represents the true situation. Third, timeliness is crucial. Information needs to be current enough to be useful. Outdated data can lead to less effective decisions. Finally, completeness means having the right amount of information, not too much or too little. To illustrate a technology that helps generate valuable data, let's look at radio frequency identification, or RFID. These small tags use radio frequencies to track products. While the military has used RFID for many years, businesses are now widely adopting this technology. Major retailers like Walmart are encouraging their suppliers to implement RFID systems. This helps improve inventory visibility throughout the supply chain. Another factor driving adoption is the continuous decrease in costs for RFID tags and readers. This expansion of RFID will provide organizations with timely and accurate data. It will offer new insights into operations and customer behavior. Building on our understanding of data and information, let's now consider knowledge within an organization. Knowledge is a blend of previous experience, insights, and data. This forms an organization's unique memory. Knowledge management is the process of creating an inclusive and easily accessible organizational memory. This is also known as intellectual capital. It ensures that insights and ideas are preserved and continuously used, which enhances an organization's collective intelligence. In our digital age, businesses sometimes seem to anticipate our preferences. This comes from the use of predictive analytics, made possible by active data warehousing. By analyzing historical data and research, companies can make accurate predictions about consumer preferences. This foresight helps businesses tailor products and strategies to future demand. However, this raises ethical considerations about privacy. Many systems allow customers to choose if their data is used for predictive purposes.
they can also block its transmission entirely. For corporations aiming to operate effectively and competitively on a truly global scale, navigating diverse markets and regulatory landscapes, the implementation and efficient functioning of a comprehensive global information system, or GIS, becomes not just beneficial, but absolutely essential for strategic success. It is crucial to understand that a GIS isn't simply a singular piece of software or a standalone application. Rather, it represents a highly organized and intricately integrated collection of diverse technological and human components. This includes advanced computer hardware, sophisticated communication equipment, specialized software applications, vast repositories of critical data, and, perhaps most importantly, the highly skilled personnel who meticulously operate and maintain this complex ecosystem. The fundamental and overarching purpose of a GIS is to meticulously manage the entire information lifecycle, encompassing every stage from the initial capturing and secure storage of vast quantities of data through its systematic updating and manipulation to its rigorous analysis and insightful display. This entire process is expertly orchestrated to support and inform all of the company's worldwide business activities, providing a unified and consistent view of global operations and market dynamics.
Business research serves 4 important functions within an organization, each supporting its success and efficiency. First, the foundational function addresses basic strategic questions, such as what business should we be in, or what are our core strengths. Second, the testing function evaluates new concepts, products, or promotional ideas before significant resources are committed. This helps manage risks and allocate resources effectively. Third, the issues function allows a firm to understand how specific internal challenges or external changes might affect its operations and performance. And finally, the performance function focuses on continuously monitoring key metrics. It also includes what-if analysis to assess the potential results of policy changes, guiding adaptive decisions.
A decision support system, or DSS, is an important strategic tool for today's managers. A DSS is an interactive computer system designed to help decision-makers tackle complex problems using databases and analytical software. Beyond simply storing raw data, a DSS transforms it into organized, accessible information. This information is presented clearly to facilitate quicker, more informed decision-making. A common and important component of a DSS is the Customer Relationship Management, or CRM, system. A CRM system manages and analyzes all interactions between a firm and its customers, helping to build stronger relationships and foster loyalty. This slide presents a clear model of a decision support system, or DSS, illustrating its structure and how it works. As shown in Exhibit 2.2, the diagram highlights 2 main components: the organized database, which stores important operational data, and the analytical software models, which process data into insights. The exhibit also shows how a manager interacts with the system. This interaction is made possible by a user interface, allowing the manager to query the system and get the information needed for informed decisions. This visual helps to reinforce our understanding of decision support systems. To clarify our terms, let's distinguish between a database and a data warehouse. A database is a structured collection of raw data, organized for efficient computer processing. Data warehousing is the process of storing and organizing important operational data. The goal is to provide simplified, high-speed access for analysis and reporting. The data warehouse is the storage location itself. It is a large digital repository designed to manage vast amounts of both current and historical data, offering a consistent view for detailed analysis and trend identification. The effectiveness and accuracy of any decision support system, or DSS, depend on the quality and relevance of its input data. Input refers to all raw data entered into the DSS. This includes various data types, such as numerical figures, text, voice, and image data. The main sources for this input are varied and help provide a complete picture. These sources include internal company records, proprietary business research, feedback from salespeople, behavioral tracking, and data from outside vendors and external distributors. This exhibit provides a clear overview of the 6 main sources of input for a decision support system, or DSS. As you can see, the DSS is at the center of this network. It gathers information and data from each of these diverse channels to support decision-making. In the following slides, we will explore each of these 6 input sources individually, looking at their unique characteristics and contributions to the DSS. The first and most consistently available source of input for any decision support system comes from a company's internal records. This includes operational data generated from the organization's daily business activities. This data covers important metrics such as accounting reports, sales figures, and inventory levels. Internal records also provide information on costs, orders, shipments, and customer profiles. When processed, this internal data can be transformed into valuable information for managerial decision-making. The second source of input, distinct from internal operational data, is proprietary business research. This research is carried out to investigate specific company problems or market opportunities. A key characteristic of this input is that the company collects new, original, and often specialized data. This data is generated to answer a unique business question, rather than being repurposed. For instance, it might involve a market survey for a new product idea, or a study on customer satisfaction. This type of research is typically conducted on a project-by-project basis, as specific needs emerge, rather than continuously. The third important source of input for a decision support system comes from the sales force. Sales representatives interact with customers and observe competitors daily. Their reports can offer early warnings about market changes, such as competitor price adjustments or new product launches. Sales personnel are also key in receiving customer complaints and feedback. When analyzed, these observations can provide valuable business intelligence about market sentiment and customer needs. Our fourth input source, behavioral tracking, uses modern technology to observe and analyze human behavior. These methods provide detailed and objective data beyond their stated preferences. Examples include GPS systems for mapping movement and online click-through sequences for understanding website interactions. Scanner data, collected at points of sale, is also a valuable form of tracking. Single-source data is a powerful development in this area. It combines different types of data about a single consumer, such as purchase history and ad exposure, into one profile. This integration offers a detailed understanding of consumer decisions and market response. This case study from Home Depot highlights a key principle for any decision support system, or DSS. The effectiveness of a DSS depends on the quality of its input data. If the data is poor or irrelevant, even advanced systems are not useful. Home Depot addresses this by requiring executives to spend time working on the sales floor. This hands-on experience helps decision-makers understand the real challenges faced by store managers. This direct insight ensures that the DSS is designed to provide accurate and relevant information, helping managers make better decisions. Our fifth source of input involves outside vendors and external distributors. Businesses cannot rely solely on their own data for a complete market understanding. Many companies specialize in collecting and selling market information. The Nielsen Company is a well-known example, providing television ratings and demographic data. Obtaining data from these external providers helps companies broaden their market view and understand industry trends. This can include insights that would be costly or difficult to gather internally. External data often complements internal research, creating a fuller market picture. Our final source of input for decision support systems comes from computerized data archives provided by data wholesalers. These companies gather, organize, and package large amounts of data from many sources. This raw data is then transformed into structured and searchable digital databases. Data wholesalers sell access to these extensive archives, often to corporations, government entities, and universities. Examples of these services include ProQuest, Dialog, and LexisNexis. These platforms offer access to a wealth of historical and current information, including news, publications, financial reports, and market analyses. They are valuable resources for research and strategic planning. Databases, which store structured information, can be categorized by the type of information they manage for different analytical uses. First, statistical databases hold numerical data. They are used for quantitative analysis, forecasting, and identifying trends. Geographic Information Systems, or GIS, are a subset of statistical databases that integrate spatial data to create interactive maps, offering insights into geographical patterns.
While efficiently storing and managing data is crucial, businesses also need to seamlessly exchange data with external partners. This is precisely where electronic data interchange, or EDI, proves highly valuable. EDI is a standardized system specifically designed to connect one company's computer system with another's, typically a supplier or customer. This integration facilitates the automated exchange of routine business information, such as purchase orders and invoices. By automating these transactions, EDI helps minimize errors, save time, and streamline the supply chain. Ultimately, this results in greater efficiency and enhanced partner relationships. After discussing internal data exchange, let's turn our attention to the Internet. The Internet is a worldwide network of computers, allowing users to access and exchange information from distant sources. When you visit a website, you use a domain name, like google.com. This domain name is linked to a host, which is the computer where the website's content is stored. The host delivers the website content to your browser when requested. The Internet has become a valuable tool for business research, offering significant benefits. First, it provides researchers with instant access to a vast amount of existing data and published information from global sources. This digital library includes market reports, studies, and competitor analyses, all accessible quickly. Second, the Internet is a powerful platform for efficiently collecting new data. Researchers can post questionnaires on websites or send them via email, which is more cost-effective and reduces errors compared to traditional methods. The Internet also allows researchers to observe and record user behavior patterns as people interact with websites. This offers insights into consumer preferences and online engagement. To use the Internet effectively for business research, it is helpful to understand some basic terms. First, content providers are those who create and publish information on the World Wide Web. Second, the Uniform Resource Locator, or URL, is the unique address for every piece of content on the Internet, helping browsers find it. Third, we use search engines to find specific information online. These tools index web content to help with information retrieval. Search engines work by performing a keyword search. When you enter words or phrases, the engine finds documents that contain those keywords. The Internet is a clear example of an interactive medium. Unlike traditional media, the Internet allows users to communicate and interact with others, content, and businesses. This interactivity makes the Internet a powerful tool for environmental scanning. Environmental scanning is the systematic gathering of information to detect changes in a firm's external operating environment. Its goal is to identify trends, threats, and opportunities, helping with strategic adjustments. When considering how information is delivered online, we can look at two main models: pull technology and push technology. Pull technology is the common model, where you, the user, actively request information. This happens when you type a URL or click a link to a web page. You pull the information to you when you need it. Push technology, on the other hand, sends data to your device without a specific request. This is usually based on analyzing your past behavior and preferences to predict what you might be interested in, like notifications or personalized feeds. This exhibit shows a very familiar interface on the Internet, the Google search page. This is a clear example of pull technology in action. Here, the user controls the information retrieval process. It starts by entering keywords into the search bar. Then, the user clicks Search or presses Enter, signaling their request for information. The design of this interface focuses on simplicity and ease of use, making information accessible. Two other key technologies help automate and personalize our online experience:
Smart Agent software acts like a digital assistant, learning your preferences over time and automatically searching for information it thinks you'll find useful. Cookies are small files that websites place on your computer to record your usage history. This allows them to remember your preferences, keep you logged in, and show you more relevant content and ads on future visits. While the global internet is a public network, many organizations use a private, internal version called an intranet. An intranet uses internet standards and technology, but it's designed exclusively for internal use. Information on an intranet is available only to authorized individuals within the organization. To protect this private network from external threats, companies employ security software known as a firewall. A firewall helps limit access and safeguard the intranet's content. To conclude our discussion, let's look at Internet 2. It's important to note that Internet 2 is not meant to replace the current public Internet. Instead, it is an advanced network designed to encourage innovation and collaboration among universities, government, and corporations. The goal is to foster the original cooperative spirit that led to the Internet's creation. Internet 2 acts as a testbed for developing next-generation Internet technologies. These innovations include multimodal access and new global trading mechanisms, which could change international digital commerce.